When you get this clock back, to start it up, just one complete turn of the pendulum, no more. Steady it, steady it, and then let go, and then let it settle for 24 hours. To check the beat, if you have a look at the escape wheel in there, it's a little thing that goes around, it has one little tick, then another tick. So when it's in beat, after the tick or the escape wheel drops, it needs to travel the same distance that way after the tick as it does that way after the tick. So clockwise the same distance and anti-clockwise the same distance. You can also check it through the opening at the back here to make sure that it's in beat. If you do need to adjust it, if just for argument's sake, when it goes clockwise, then it ticks and immediately stops, but when it goes anti-clockwise it ticks and then goes on for ages. You need to turn this screw at the top here very, very slightly in the direction that it stops immediately after the tick, or if it doesn't tick at all. But it is a minute amount of adjustment, just that screw at the top there. So just get a decent screwdriver in there and just give it the minutest tweak in the direction that is the shortest overswing, because the overswing is after it's ticked or you've watched a foot tooth drop, the mount it rotates after that in either direction. I hope that makes sense to you. But if you have any problems, you've got my number, just give me a ring and I'll talk you through it. But just to reiterate, it needs to go the same amount after the tick in both directions. If there's more one direction than t'other, then you need to turn it in the direction that has less overswing. But hopefully it should stay in beat. But say these are a bit fussy, these Kundo Juniors. They when they get moved, basically they don't like being moved. They're happy settled on a solid vibration free surface, and once you get it going, just leave it 24 hours to settle down before you do anything to it. But say the most important thing is to check the beat, and occasionally you do have to start them more than once. When I first did this, I had to start it 4 times because I thought I'd done something wrong, but I checked it all and I couldn't see anything wrong. So it was just the 4 times I needed to get it to run. Again, I said they don't like being moved, so you just got to be very careful with them once you've got it set up and running. It's been keeping good time. It's in beat now, so hopefully you won't have any problems. This is nice and tight, the saddle, so I will pack it very carefully, so hopefully it won't nothing will get out of place. But this video is just in case it does, because if it's just out of beat, there's no point in sending it back to me for me to put it in beat and then me send it back and they do the same thing again. So that's why I'm giving you this video of how to set the beat. So it's this little screw at the top here in the same direction has got the least amount of overswing. But if you set it up and get it running, and then check the beat, let it settle a little while, not check the beat immediately you get it running, just leave it a few minutes to settle down to its own rhythm, and then check the beat. As I say, you can hear the tick. I can't hear it because I'm a bit deaf, but you can hear the tick if you've got good hearing. You can watch your escape wheel drop, and you can also watch your escape wheel drop out the back at the little cutout. I hope that's helpful to you. Thanks very much.